today we'll know about what is spiritual intelligence. Now everybody knows about AI, which is artificial intelligence, which means that the computer systems or any system that is existing, it is automatically learning from the environment, but it is created by humans, and that is how the software works. That software is intuitive and it is automatically learning everything. So for example, if I need to treat a person with a disability, especially if the person is facing dyslexia or any other disease or dementia, what happens is they are unable to speak or consciously collect everything that is happening around the environment, right? So we put a robotic arm or we put something in their brain or a gadget that can read those signals, and those signals are automatically fed into the brain and they can act accordingly, right? So this is artificial intelligence, and everywhere in the software industry it's a very happening thing. What about spiritual intelligence? Have you ever come across something known as SI? Okay, so today is the day if you don't know about it. So let us bring something on the table known as spiritual intelligence. So your spirit is naturally gifted and it is automatically intelligent. How is a spirit intelligent? Here I'm not talking about the mind. Here I'm talking about the spirit, because the spirit is a higher level than mind. So when you conquer your mind, you come across stillness, and in that stillness, you don't have any thoughts. That means you're out of your mind. When you have that blank space, what happens is you get connected to the whole world, to your vibration, which is your natural vibration, and that is what spirit is all about. Now, when I was a kid, I automatically picked up certain hobbies, or to simplify, I would say, I picked up how to talk, right? So this how to talk and learn the language where I was in, the environment I was in, I automatically started to learn the language, right? Or even moving my hands, gestures, it was automatic. So this automatic thing comes from my spirit, because it automatically picks up the right things and I'm doing the right gestures while speaking or moving my eyebrows or eyes or looking here and there. So this is very natural. So when somebody is naturally gifted to do a hobby or to teach or to speak, that natural thing comes from your spiritual intelligence. So this comes into play when your intuition is very strong. So this intelligence is automatically embedded with the intuition that you have, and the intuition comes from your gut, your no mind state, as well as your heart. When three of these connect together, you come to a state where you naturally create something. Like you become an innovator. Maybe you create new dance moves that nobody else in the world has created. Maybe you create a symphony or start to play a synthesizer, but you don't copy or learn the tabs from Google. You become your own Google. You start to create your own symphony and you intuitively play that. So I'm talking about the most natural intelligence, and it supersedes the artificial intelligence just because the name says it is natural. So when a baby is born, he picks up things very naturally. When we grow up, we automatically feed our mind with unknowing things that we don't need in the world, right? So when you start to push yourself and push your limits, you actually break off your mind, and that is where your spiritual intelligence comes into play. So for example, if I have flowers here, My spirit won't question why are these flowers of this color or why are these kept here. My spirit will accept this as is. No questions, no concern. So when you start to accept things as is, you start to see your life or everything around you or feel everything around you as is. That's your natural state. So when you spend a lot of time in silence, new things come to you, and that is how the spiritual intelligence comes into play. So when I talk about what is the role of spiritual intelligence, the role of spiritual intelligence is that you give yourself something that nobody else knows, and that is something that ignites from your passion, but you leave your passion behind. You're just engrossed in that particular zone of yours where you know that if something is not original, it is not you. So you can differentiate between who you are and who you are not. So when a human starts to feel something that is beyond existence, you get connected to the multiverses that exist in the world, are born from the universe, and you start to connect to like souls. It's not mind to mind connection, it's like heart to heart, where everybody is new, and you cannot unlock that spiritual intelligence until you balance your inner self, and after that you reach to a state where there is no mind. So if you talk about what is the benefit of spiritual intelligence, first and foremost thing is it supersedes the artificial intelligence. Now the spiritual intelligence have been always there, but when we are locked into the web or are think of our own cards, what happens is we get clogged and we are not able to open the door of stillness. So that is what is about spiritual intelligence. And when you start or when you know about spiritual intelligence, you are an innovator or you give a gift to this world for the humanity. So basically it is like the highest potential of a man where anybody can reach, but it is only opened by your internal self, right? There you become your own teacher because you are being taught by your internal systems of your body, the senses that you have, and thoughts are new. From where do you get these thoughts? Some people say it is coming from God, some people say that it is divinely gifted, some people say it is the connectivity of your soul to the universe. But there is a land which is no man's land. That is that land. So spiritual intelligence, researchers are on, but science is based on facts. Right? And spirituality is based on your soul. And science is reaching there, but the soul always reaches first because it's about something that transcends your body, something that transcends your mind. So it's a state of transcendence. So the most natural intelligence is spiritual intelligence. That creates artificial intelligence, to be honest. That created your CPUs, that created your TVs, that created your turntables. So it was like innovation, like electricity, Benjamin Franklin, like Einstein. like Newton, or in today's world, if I say songwriters, which are original. So when you are being original, that is like spiritual intelligence. So that is the top-notch level a human can reach, and those people actually create their own zone, and they share this knowledge with the whole world. So guys, something more is bigger than artificial intelligence that is happening in this world, which is known as spiritual intelligence. There are not many researches going on today, but I am sure after few years, when you watch this video or when you reach to that state which is called as no mind, you know for yourself, because life is about to experience, right? So that experience I cannot come to you and say, because it is speechless. It is like some experiences leave you blank. That is the blank state of mind. Like I cannot express that experience. I can just tell you about that, but to go to that route, it is your journey. So being original is spiritual intelligence, and it is intuitive. So that's all I have to share right now. And I hope, sorry, I am sure that I have given you something which is new. So go to that, the original. It will create something original.